Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another collection video for you guys. I've been moving and I cleared off all of my bookcase shelves, and I thought why not put up all of my Marvel Legends figures for the first time ever. I've never actually displayed them all at one time, and just do a collection video of them. Now unfortunately it's been raining towards the end of the day here. I started this at about 8 in the morning and it's about 5 o'clock now. So my natural light is kind of all over the place. I've got my lamp set up, but it may get a little dark as I'm filming this. Hopefully not too bad. But let's go ahead and start with the first shelf that we have here. And a lot of the figures on this first shelf you guys have seen before. Back when I lived in Missouri, I did an X-Men Legends collection video, so you'll see a few familiar faces here. We've got the X-Men Classics Archangel up top. We've got the Astonishing Wolverine from my reviews, or the Infinite Series Wolverine rather. We've got the 70s Marvel Legends Cyclops and Phoenix. There's Hope from the Drax wave, Professor X. We've got the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse, the blue version. We've got the Toy Biz Black Marvel Legends Storm figure, Cable, Longshot, Nightcrawler, Ice Man. I'm very excited to be getting the replacement this year. That Ice Man figure actually broke shortly after I got him, and I found out that was a problem with all the Ice Man figures. So I'm looking forward to what Hasbro is going to do, and hopefully it holds up better. We've got Bishop, Sasquatch, the Marvel Legends Red Deadpool from the Epic Heroes wave, Colossus back there, Havoc, and I'm looking forward to the new Havoc figure as well. If I didn't say it already, Nightcrawler down front, Cannonball from the Marvel Legends Walmart 2-pack. I don't have the Domino, I got the Cannonball on eBay. We've got Rachel Gray, we've got the terrible Emma Frost Legend. I've never been able to track down the better version. We've got the Special Forces Mystique from when she was secretly working for Xavier, the Build-A-Figure Blob, and I still don't have hands for that figure. Got the Toy Biz Sabretooth from the, actually I think that was like Series 4 or 5. I don't think that was a Build-A-Figure wave yet. We've got the purple version of X-23, Zorn, the Mojo Wave Pyro, the Series 3 Magneto. Got the Juggernaut from, what was it, Series 6 or Series 7. Might be getting a new one this year, who knows. Strife, Lady Deathstrike, Mr. Sinister. I've got my sort of homemade Onslaught Build-A-Figure there. I've got a Series 3 Magneto helmet on the Onslaught body. I'm just waiting for the Onslaught head to be available this summer. The Build-A-Figure Sentinel, and then the Hasbro Banshee figure. Hope we get a redo of that at some point, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Below that, we've got the sort of Marvel Universe / Avengers shelf, I guess you could say. Up front, I've got Hawkeye, got the Target exclusive Miss Marvel, Sharon Carter, who I didn't end up reviewing. I picked her up earlier this year, and I decided she's really not that great of a figure, and I didn't have a lot positive to say about her, so I just opened her and kept her out. Posed her with the Secret Avenger cap, though. I kind of like that pairing. We've got the Ant-Man Wave Giant Man figure, Hercules. Just picked up the Target exclusive Vision at Planet Comic-Con this past weekend. Special thanks to my brother Greg for making that possible. She-Hulk, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, the Toy Biz version, the green version, the Extremis Iron Man. There's the Target exclusive 3-pack Captain America. Really like that Cap figure. Yellow Jacket, Wasp from the Ant-Man wave, the redo. A much better figure than the original Wasp we got. There's the first appearance Hulk figure. Probably my favorite of the Hulk Marvel Legends figures. I know he's not the popular vote, but I really like the look of the guy, and it's very classic. The Agent Venom figure from Walgreens. There we have White Tiger. The stealth insert, I suppose you could say, for the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon that came out in the Marvel Legends wave. We've got Spider-Girl, Anya Corazon. There's Nova from the Guardians of the Galaxy wave. There's Scarlet Witch from the Odin wave, I believe. There is the, was it Drax wave, I think? Thor, he didn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. And then the Hasbro Quicksilver. Glenn Webb just did a review on that guy. We have the Black Knight, the Build-A-Figure Odin, and then the Toy Biz Doctor Strange. Still my favorite of the current ones available. See what we get when the new movie wave of Doctor Strange figures comes out. But below that, we've got my, I guess, a Marvel movie shelf. I've got sort of the villains over here on the left. We have Jean, Jonah, Electro, the Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock. That's the one that has the switch on the back where his tentacles move, not the one where you can actually pose the tentacles. Green Goblin. In the back, we've got the Kelsey Grammer Beast. We've got the James Marsden Cyclops, Eon Gruffid, Mr. Fantastic, the superposable Wolverine. That was actually my first review I ever did. We have the X3 Colossus, We've got the Amazon exclusive Hawkeye and the Winter Soldier version of Black Widow. We've got an Eric Bana Hulk in the back. We have the Walmart exclusive Avengers Captain America, the Walmart exclusive Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. That is the one with the interchangeable Garfield head. We've got the Ant-Man and Antony that came with the Marvel Legends movie Ant-Man figure. Or really not a movie Ant-Man figure, that was another stealth insert by Hasbro. It was the Avengers Assembled version of Ant-Man that was revealed, or released rather, when Ant-Man was in theaters. We've got the Spider-Man 2 Tobey Maguire Spidey. The start of my Build-A-Figure Hulkbuster, not sure if I'll ever finish him. The Amazon exclusive Bruce Banner holding the suitcase armor in suitcase form. Got the I forget the name of it, but the interchangeable Iron Man from the first Iron Man movie where you can change his chest plate and his arms and his face. The helmet comes off, which is nice. Doesn't look like Robert Downey at all, though, unfortunately. There's the suitcase armor figure. We've got the Rhodey that just came out last year with the Don Cheadle head. There's the Iron Patriot figure from Iron Man 3. There's the Mark 42 armor from Iron Man 3. Got the Walmart exclusive, is it Mark 6 armor? That's got the battle damage. There's the Toy Biz Thing figure that I reviewed last year. And then there's the Flying Human Torch figure. And then we come down. Let's take a wider look at that really quick. But there's one of my two movie shelves, kind of my extra characters. I've got an Avengers setup on a different shelf you'll see in a moment. Then we have sort of my ode to 90s Fox animation. We've got Fantastic Four over here. And I've included the Franklin and Herbie. That was all part of the same box set. Then we've got all of these Iron Man figures, and I just picked up the 90s Iron Man again for the second time, the modular armor figure from the Mandarin 2-pack. Got it at Planet Comic Con for 20 bucks, which I thought was a pretty good deal, because that's hard to find now, and the last one I got actually broke almost immediately as I got him out of the package. But behind him, we've got the Neoclassic armor. We've got the redo, I guess, the Hasbro redo of the original armor. And then we've got the Series 1 Iron Man in the back there from Toy Biz, the Heroic Age Leading Edge armor, the Toy Biz War Machine, still a really good figure, and then the Marvel Select Hulkbuster because it's in perfect scale with Marvel Legends, so I like having that figure posed with all of those guys. And then we've got some classic Iron Man bad guys, at least as far as the animated series would have you believe. We've got Whirlwind, Blizzard, MODOK. I've only got one more piece of that guy. We've got the Mandarin figure from the Iron Man Mandarin 2-pack. We have Titanium Man from the Iron Man 2 wave of, I think it was Walmart exclusive Iron Man figures. We've got the Build-A-Figure Ironmonger, and then we've also got the Iron Man 3 Marvel Legends wave Ultron. Now, I don't think he was ever on the 90s cartoon, but my other Ultron figures with my Marvel Legends villains shelf, so we'll see that in just a moment. Below this, we've kind of got the a bit of some leftover figures, as well as the new Fantastic Four. I've got the Stan Lee Spider-Man on a Fantastic Four base. Brown Wolverine, the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, who was actually the one that was part of this group, even though it wasn't the blue version of him. We've got the Grey Hulk, got some Hydra soldiers, and then we've got just some figures I didn't have any other place to stick them. So I've got Bucky with the Series 1 Cap shield, because my Series 1 cap is broken. Then, of course, Bucky Cap. A Spider-Man Origins re-release of the Symbiote Spidey from Hasbro when they first got the Spider-Man license. He's got actually metallic silver instead of white for his Symbiote Spider. And then we've got Drax, because I forgot to put him up on my Avengers/Marvel Universe shelf. And then two different Thors. We've got the Asgardian Armor Thor on the left from Hasbro, which is really an awful figure, but he's got a removable cape, which is kind of nice. And then we've got the Marvel Now Thor figure, which I don't like as much as the Straczynski Thor that'll be seen on a different shelf here in just a moment. So coming up this way, we have my kind of MCU Avengers display shelf. You'll see this car here actually came from a KB Toys. It was part of an X-Men Classics line. Actually has an X on the hood that kind of turns into a hang glider, but I like using it for these sort of more human figures. I don't really know how else to pose them, and there's not a lot you can do with them. But of course, then we have Coulson and the Sam Jackson Nick Fury figure. There's that Avengers assembled Ant-Man figure that was released when the movie was in theaters. Very sneaky of Hasbro to do that. Then we have the Age of Ultron Black Widow that came in the Amazon box set. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spidey figure. Still don't have the Civil War Spidey figure, but I'll be changing that out as soon as I get him. Got the Winter Soldier cap. I don't have the Age of Ultron cap yet, or probably won't get him. And I don't have the Civil War cap, although I do have my sights on him. I think that'd be a great figure to use to change out with this darker navy blue cap figure. That's kind of why I've held on to him for so long. We've got the Age of Ultron Iron Man, and we've got the Iron Man 2 War Machine figure, which is phenomenal. One of the best figures I think Hasbro put out. Articulation's a little weak, but still a really good figure as far as accessories and sculpted detail go. We've got the Age of Ultron Hulk figure, got the Amazon exclusive Thor, we've got the Walmart exclusive Hawkeye from the first Avenger movie, we've got the Winter Soldier from the Winter Soldier, and special thanks to Jeff for making that figure part of my collection. We've got Star-Lord. We've got an X2 Wolverine figure. I'm forgetting the name at the moment. It's like slashing or claw action Wolverine, but I think it's got a great likeness to actor Hugh Jackman. And even though he's never in the MCU, I can always just kind of hope, right? And then in the back, we've got the Build-A-Figure Ultron figure. All right, and there's the MCU shelf. And then coming down, we've got my Spider-Man shelf. In the back, we've got Scarlet Spider. We've got the Daredevil that came out last year. The Series 4 Punisher figure that might actually be replaced finally by the Walgreens Punisher coming out this year. We'll have to wait and see when that figure comes out how it stacks up to this Series 4 figure. We've got the Odin Wave White Iron Fist figure. I do look forward to the green version coming out later this year. Spider-Gwen, took me forever to find her. Pizza Spidey. Spider-Girl, the Mayday Parker version. We've got the Scarlet Spider figure, and I've given him the pizza slice to hold. And then we've got Spidey 2099, Ghost Rider, Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. Really wish we'd get a Julia Carpenter variant of this figure. It's probably too late now at this point, but man, I would have loved for Hasbro to do that. We've got a Spider-Man Classics Lizard figure. We've got Bullseye, and then we have the Humberto Ramos version of Hobgoblin, and then we've got the Marvel Knights Green Goblin. Black Cat, of course, a phenomenal figure that changed the way that the female figures are made. Very important to the Marvel Legends history. We've got the Superior Spider-Man figure, which changed the way Spider-Man figures are made for Hasbro, so another significant figure. We've got the Marvel Legends, or Doc Ock rather, that's been painted in the Ultimates colors. This was part of the Spider-Man Origins line when Hasbro first got the license to Marvel characters. Marvel Legends Chameleon. We've got the new Morbius figure. We've got the Mysterio figure, and I would love it if Hasbro would make a new Mysterio for us. Hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer for that. And I think Craig Warwick might actually be working on his own Mysterio figure, so you may want to keep an eye on his YouTube channel and his Instagram. We've got the Marvel Legends Carnage figure from last year, the Venom figure from this year, which I'm a huge fan of, and I really love the tongueless head. We've got the Build-A-Figure Rhino that I'm a huge fan of from last year. Kraven, which again is another favorite of mine. Really just a bunch of great figures from Hasbro recently for the Spider-Man villains and even the Spider-Man Heroes characters. So hopefully they keep chugging along with those great, fantastic figures. Coming down, we've got my Marvel Legends Villains shelf. We have Annihilus in the back from one of the earlier Hasbro Build-A-Figure waves. I've got the Norman Osborn Thunderbolts, or the Dark Avengers rather, here with Bullseye, Iron Patriot. We've got Daken. My other Venom figure, my one that was retired when I got that new one this year, Sentry, and then we've got two of the Wrecking Crew. I believe it's Bulldozer and Pile Driver. I don't have Thunderball or, oh man, now I'm forgetting the other guy. I always want to call him Crowbar. We have Ulysses Claw. We've got Red Skull, Constrictor, and Cottonmouth. It'll be interesting to see how many more of the Serpent Society we get now that we've gotten another Serpent Society character this year. We've got the original Baron Zemo from the Toy Biz era. We've got the Ultron figure that came out in the Target 3-pack exclusive earlier this year, I think it was. Just picked that up at Planet Comic-Con. Another one I can thank my brother Greg for. Really a big fan of this figure. And if you guys happen to have the Speed Demon character that's part of the Absorbing Man wave of Legends, you can pop the Silvermane head on that body, and it actually looks pretty good. So Speed Demon is now on my shopping list. We've got the Marvel Select Doctor Doom. I love the throne for this figure. The figure itself is too tall for Marvel Legends, but I like to pose him in his throne with my villains. I think that looks really nice. We've got the Madam Hydra figure that was part of the Epic Heroes wave, I want to say, and there was a running change with Madam Mask. I never managed to track her down, and after reading Matt Fraction's All New Hawkeye, I really wanted to get a Mask figure. We've got the Arnim Zola figure with the red skull face on the chest and the red eye. We've got a couple of Winter Soldier wave Hydra soldiers. Would have loved to have picked more of those up, but they are so hard to come by, at least here in the United States. We've got the Superior Venom figure. We've got Tarantulas, not Tarantula, excuse me, Beast Wars knowledge there. We've got Tarantula from the Spider-Man Classics line. We've got Black Ant, the Walgreens exclusive. We've got Grim Reaper, Tiger Shark, Terax, the Build-A-Figure, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite Build-A-Figures. We've got Anti-Venom from the Hobgoblin wave. We've got Scourge, which just came out this year. And then we've got the Target exclusive Radioactive Man with the glow-in-the-dark emblem on his chest. So there's my Marvel Legends villain shelf as it currently stands. Oh, and I forgot to mention the Sentinel drone that came with the new X-Men Wolverine as part of the X-Men Classics line. Wish I still had that new X-Men Wolverine. And then coming down, we just kind of have a mix-up shelf. I have all of my Ultimate Universe figures, if you don't count the Doc Ock we already looked at. The Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure in the back. We've got the Hasbro Ultimate Iron Man, Miles Morales Spidey. Looking forward to the updated figure coming out this year. That just absolutely terrible Ultimate Wolverine figure. The only reason I bought that guy was for the blob pieces. And then we've got the really cool Ultimate Spider-Woman figure from Hasbro that was released last year. Then we have my ode to the X-Men animated series, White Storm, which I found by chance at a KB I just happened to be driving by. We've got the great Beast figure from Series 4. We've got the Classics Wolverine, still my favorite yellow Tiger Stripe Wolverine figure. Height-wise, it stands in perfect scale with other Legends. We've got the Rocket Raccoon Wave Jean Grey figure. We've got the X-Men Classics Cyclops. And then we've got Gambit from the early waves of Marvel Legends. And that's actually Jubilee's pyrotechnic thing on his hand there. I think it looks kind of cool as sort of a charged up card. And it's really hard for that Gambit to hold the set of cards that he actually came with. So a great effect if you have Jubilee and haven't finished putting her together, because man, she was really hard to find all the pieces for. Just go ahead and stick it on your Gambit and you'll have a nice charged up kinetic card hand. Then we have the Uncanny X-Force guys here. Archangel in the back. We've got Warpath, which I know wasn't really part of the rest of this team, but he's in a silver and black, so I figured I'll throw him in there. Deathlock. The Epic Heroes gray version of Deadpool, which I found at San Diego Comic-Con the one year I was able to go. We've got Phantom X, who always needs a display base because that guy has a hard time standing on his own. And then we have the Toy Biz Psylocke figure. A little small, but I think highly underrated. She's very posable. A really cool figure. Wish she had hands that could actually hold a sword, though. And I wish she would have come with a psychic knife accessory. And then we have the X-Force Wolverine. Now, this is the X-Force Wolverine that came single-carded. I believe it was part of the Rocket Raccoon wave. So he's got metallic silver versus the flat gray of the San Diego 3-pack with the silver and black Angel and the black Psylocke figure. And then below that, we've got some Marvel Select figures. Figured I might as well stick them on here. I had extra shelf space. And I have to thank Jeff for this Magneto, for this Colossus, for the Juggernaut over here. But the Sabretooth was all mine. Reviewed him, what was it, last year for 13 Days of Halloween? But still some really great Marvel Select figures. So that's basically it for my collection of Marvel figures, guys. Now I have some other ones that are kind of duplicates. I've got the old Wasp, but I don't feel like I want to display that. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you have a favorite figure from my collection, let me know in the comments below. That's my Marvel Legends collection, and thanks for watching.